blocking you the shot. Better watch out, cause the cops hot. We shoot a shot if we see the eye. You can't ball if you ain't got no hustle. I keep my grind on, fuck the struggle.
What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out. Two hottest teams in the NBA may have some trades. So, funny thing, yesterday I did this video already. But shout out to Alexa. She sent me a message saying, "Hey D, there's no sound." I'm like, oh damn. So maybe I'll do this video again so you guys can actually hear what I was talking about. But I do appreciate you, Alexa, for letting me know that I had a lack of sound on that last video. So anyway, the Milwaukee Bucks and the OKC Thunder may be trading Eric Bledsoe for Chris Paul, but of course it's a package with it. Now, Milwaukee Bucks, they're trying to win a title. And a lot of people believe that Eric Bledsoe just wasn't the point guard to get them over. With Chris Paul being added to that team, they have another option for scoring. Chris Paul can collapse the defense. He has great court vision, probably one of the better point guards in the league and has been for the past 10 seasons or so. But he requires attention. And, he can step back behind the three-point line, shoot the three. Great at free throw shooting, So Chris Paul is that other superstar, that other star that Giannis needs next to him. You put Chris Paul in there, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's definitely a good piece for the Bucks to take it to the next level and possibly win that trophy, that title. That's what the key is. But what do they have to give up to make this happen? So basically the trade packages, of course, Eric Bledsoe will go over to OKC for Chris Paul. But along with Eric Bledsoe, one of the packages were the Lopez twins. Now, I'm not that one I'm not sure about, because these two guys, they bring a lot to that Milwaukee team. They had a lot of length on that defense. Robin Lopez is good down there in the hole, for an offensive option. You get him down there in the hole. He has pretty good footwork, make some good steps. His shots aren't the prettiest, but he has pretty good footwork. He'll make good steps and get the layup, get the easy layup. And he's a 7-footer, so the length down there, defensively, he and Robin and Brook Lopez are really good. And Brook Lopez, he's not as efficient as his brother on the inside, but he's a good shooter. They're both great defenders. And, the Milwaukee Bucks have given a lot of teams problems because of that length. But the other package was Eric Bledsoe, and then they would be giving up Ersan Ilyasova and George Hill. So they would be sending those three. Now, that's probably a little more manageable than, the Lopez twins. George Hill, though, is a hell of a backup guard. I mean, he's great coming off of the bench. He's been a solid player, great defender on each and every team. He was with the Cavaliers. He was, he's been traded around, but George Hill's been a pretty solid player. No matter what system he's gone to, he's fit right in, and he's played well. I do believe that Ersan Ilyasova would be a big loss. I mean, defensively, the guy's great. He can slash the lane. He can shoot mid-range. He can shoot the three. He's good from the free throw line. And, that would be a big loss. And, if they gave up all of this, you got to understand they're giving up all of this for a title. And, you know, not to say that Chris Paul isn't worth it, but that's what's in the package, man. And so the Milwaukee Bucks, this is a trade that could possibly happen. You know, we're coming up on that trade deadline. So the next trade is the big one. It is the Lakers and the Bulls. Okay. Guys, this one's big. Kyle Kuzma to be traded from the Lakers. Now, I guess they're not, you know, LeBron James is not all into developing young players. He's, you know, he's kind of said that a couple of times. He wanted the players to be ready. He's not into making players better and developing players. And in some instances, if you ask me, he stunts their growth because of the way he plays. But Kyle Kuzma to be sent over to the Chicago Bulls for Zach LaVine. Huge. Man, let me tell you something. Shout out to my man RB the Breakthrough. I was watching his video and you know, RB is like that's one of my sources for info. Forget about mainstream media. I don't go to mainstream media. I go to listen a lot what RB's talking about. But anyhow, Zach LaVine, RB made a good point saying that Zach LaVine, even when LeBron James retires, this kid has the type of potential where you could have a super duo with Zach LaVine and Anthony Davis. That's how special this kid is. And you're talking about bringing him over there next to LeBron James. That gives LeBron James another option, a big option for scoring, you know. And that's just how LeBron likes it. That's where he'll shine. So what would it cost the Lakers to get Zach LaVine? Well, it would cost them Kyle Kuzma, Taylor Horton-Tucker coming out of Iowa State, rookie. Hasn't really played much, but he looked really good in college, really promising. But he's not – they wouldn't lose a lot giving him up, you know, because he's not really doing a lot for the Lakers now. But Danny Green. Now, that would be big because Danny Green defensively, he's a beast. He can get step behind the three-point line. So I like Danny Green, but they would be giving up Kyle Kuzma, Taylor Horton-Tucker, and Danny Green for Zach LaVine, which, you know, hey, man, I wouldn't really complain about that too much. So Zach LaVine for Kyle Kuzma, Lakers in the Bulls trade, and then Eric Bledsoe from the Milwaukee Bucks will go over to OKC for Chris Paul. And guys, that'll be the Rockets to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then now maybe Chris Paul takes one more step, goes to Milwaukee, and he may be able to pick up that title. I mean, Chris Paul's been on some pretty good teams, you know. Started over there, he was with Doc Rivers, and he had DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, and that didn't work out. And he went over to the Rockets with James Harden, and that didn't work out. And he's at OKC, but this just may be a temporary stop, and he may get another shot at that title. He'll have a really good shot at that title because Milwaukee Bucks look good to take the Eastern Conference. Boston Celtics has been coming up. They've been playing really well. They just have 2 blowout games back-to-back over good teams, the Grizzlies and the Lakers, so we'll see. But Chris Paul with the Bucks, man, that would be something serious, guys. I tell you what. And shout out to you, and thanks again, Alexa, for telling me that I didn't have any sound in that video yesterday. But that's what the report is, guys. Lakers and the Bulls. Zach LaVine, Kyle Kuzma, and then the Bucks and the Thunder, Chris Paul for Eric Bledsoe. Would be great, man. It's going to get a lot more exciting. I'm going to keep keeping y'all updated with what's going on with these trades. Y'all know how I always in this thing. Hit that like for me. Hit that subscribe so you know when I drop these videos. And for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.